morning. So next theorem is reciprocity theorem. In the previous class we completed the Norton theorem, and today the class is about reciprocity theorem. Now the statement of this theorem is the reciprocity theorem states that in any linear passive network and the bilateral single source network. Remember, in any linear passive and bilateral single network system, if you had a circuit of in linear system with as well as bilateral single source, then the ratio of the response to the excitation will be same, even though the input and the output terminals are interchanged. Reciprocity theorem, interchanged theorem. It explains about the interchanges. Okay, even though we interchanges the input and output terminals and output to the input terminal, the result will be same. For examples, in any let us consider a network of a single bilateral network with a linear system. Here at A dash terminals we are giving voltage as input, and B dash terminals we are taking current as output. Then the ratio of I by V or V by I is equal to constant. Again, consider the same network, interchange the output and input terminals. Here in the terminals A and A dash we are giving I as the current as the input, and at the output terminals B and B dash we are giving the voltage as output. Then also we calculate the ratio of response to the excitation I by V or V by I, then it leads to a constant. So especially in these theorems what we have to focus means, even though the input or the outputs are interchanged, okay, even though the input terminals and the output terminals are exchanged, their positions are interchanged, then the response, the ratio of the response to the excitation will be same. The answer will be same even though the sources are interchanged. So for examples, let us consider a circuit. Okay, here we are giving voltage as input and current as output. Okay, now by applying the Kirchhoff's current law. So Kirchhoff's laws are divided into two types, depend upon the voltage and depend upon the current. Now to calculate the current, okay, let us apply the Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, what is Ohm's law? V by R. Okay, V is equal to IR. Okay, then from that what is the current value? V by R. Now I is equal to V by R. So here the voltage is 10. Okay, at the output we have to take the current value. We have to take the current value at 2 ohm resistance. Now see, in this node what we are saying? V1, 4 and 10. So V1 is the voltage and 10 is the voltage. Subtract a voltage. V1 minus 10 by resistance. R is the resistance. I equal to V by R. Okay, V by R. V is the voltage. V1 minus, again the same voltage 10. V1 minus 10 divided by 4 plus again V1 by 3. Here the only the resistance is there. No voltage is present in this node. Okay, next, how many resistance are there? 2 and 2. 2 plus 2, 4. Then V1 by 4 is equal to 0. So then take V1 as common. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 minus 10 by 4 is equal to 0. After calculating, we will get the value of V1 is equal to 3 volts. Okay, to get the value of current value, now find the current value passing across the 2 ohm resistance. So at this branch we have 4 resistance, that is V1 by 2 plus 2, 4. V1 by 4 is nothing but 3 by 4, which leads to 0.75 amperes. Now the constant, the ratio of the response to the excitation V by I is equal to V as the value of 10 volts, I as the value of 0.75. Then it leads to 13.33. So no units will be present. It is a ratio. Now we got the voltage to the ratio of current value was 13.33. Now check whether the theorem is true or false. Now interchange the positions. Make the voltage, okay, make the voltage input to the output and make the current as input. Interchange. We are interchanging the positions in step 2. Just replace the voltage with the current and current with the voltage. Now we are replacing the current I with the 10 volts and the 10 volts with the I. See, look at the diagram. Now the circuit will be appear like this. Again apply the Kirchhoff's current law. Now V1 is there, I is there, by 4 is there. Next V1 by 4 plus V1 by 3 plus V1, voltage is there, subtract the voltage if voltage is present. V1 by 4 minus 10, okay, V1 minus 10 by 4 is equal to 0. Again V1 common, 1 by 4 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 minus 10 by 4 is equal to 0. Then after calculating all the values, we get V1 is equal to 3 volts. Then again calculate the current value. Same previously what we did. Here we calculate the current to 2 ohms resistance. But where is the current high holds? High holds near the 4 ohm resistance. Now the current passing through the 4 ohm resistance is I equal to V by R, nothing but 3 by 4 is equal to 0.75 amperes. Now the same ratio, we got the I value and we got the V1 value. Now V1 by I or V by I is equal to 10 by 0.75, which leads to 13.33. So in the first step for this circuit we got 13.33 and also by replacing the output to the input also we get 13.33. So hence the theorem is proved. This is the reciprocity theorem. And main important thing is that remember that this theorem is only valid for if only single sources are present. If voltage and current are single only, then only it will be valid. Otherwise, if a circuit consists of two voltage sources or one current source or two current sources or one voltage source, then the theorem going to be invalid. Thank you.